do think the Colts are going to win this game.
Wow, man.
Really, we're stupid for saying over here. You realize, I mean, you can't count the Washington game because he got hurt 17 yards on the ground, but the other two games he was in the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So I hear you.
I probably should say under. I'm not going to, so I'll read it. I think this is my final one. This is a great one. This is from research. Peyton Manning targets Dallas Clark about 9 times a game. Now, Dallas Clark is out. We saw Jacob Tammy, the tight end, filling in for him with 6 catches, 64 yards. He was actually targeted, my new favorite stat, targeted by the quarterback. That's how he makes a throw to 9 times. So over under, Peyton targeting Jacob Tammy, a third-year tight end from Kentucky. I'll set the over-under at 8.
I'm going to say over because I still think they're going to take away Reggie Wayne and Anthony Gonzalez is coming along. Jared Garcon had a wonderful game last Monday night against the Houston Texans.
I don't think that the Philadelphia Eagles feel that Jacob Tammy would be able to beat them. If he catches the ball 8 times, they don't think it's going to be for 130 yards, 140 yards. They don't feel he can beat them down the seam. Look at a lot of the catches he caught last week. 5 yards, 6 yards, where he was not able to break away from a defender. So, yeah, I think the target's going to be over 8, even though a lot of yards won't happen regarding the Tammy show and Peyton Manning getting together on Sunday.
I'll just say no. That's my easy answer.
Okay. Last but not least, Kansas City team, Oakland Raiders, the 2 top rushing teams in the National Football League. The teams are averaging over 190 yards rushing per game, and number 1, Oakland Raiders not that far behind. Over under total rushing yards in this game, 320 over 300 yards, over under.
The line was originally said 360 total yards. Like this is going to be some Air Force Army matchup from a couple of years ago. We thought that was a tad aggressive, so we went at 300 total yards, and I'm still going to say under because when 2 teams are so good at doing one thing so clearly, I think both teams have heard about it all week how they're supposed to stop it. I'll just go under 300 yards. So Kansas City at 190.
They're on pace to be the 3rd best rushing team in NFL history. 190 yards a game, that's impressive. Yeah, it's a wishbone formation because you have Thomas Jones and as well as Jamal Charles, an underrated player running the football. And the Oakland Raiders, Darren McFadden is starting to look like that #1 draft pick we thought we would see from this player when he was drafted out of Arkansas. Normally I would say over, but I'm with you. I think it's going to be under. It's not going to be a question of how many yards. I think it's going to be a question of how many attempts and how you can wear down the defenses. Both of these defenses are going to do everything they can to take the running game away and put it on the quarterback. Matt Castle, Kansas City, and Jason Campbell of Oakland. Because they're able to do that, they may make a mistake and give the defense a short field. So I think they're going to stop the run, both of these teams. 8, 9 in the box early, but I think because they're so good at running the football, they'll be able to generate yardage, generate good enough yardage that they win this game, whoever that is. And I think we're going to take the under, but I think we'll see more rushing yards late than early in the season.
I might ruin that right there.
Thomas Jones, Jamal Charles, they love it. I'm going to put this. People keep playing. I don't do this, but I think people live in my football. I think when the keeper Raiders is good, the NFL defense like that. It is a nasty, natural rivalry. And when you have these two that are good at the same time for the first time in a long time, that's not a bad thing. When Carl Thompson is running the football, I don't care if you're a Chiefs fan or if you're not a Raiders fan. The casual fan is probably going to tune into this game and see exactly the roster that they're going to do. And if these teams aren't good, it's their record to say that.
We did the same thing last year, Ben Hill and I, when we drafted the 5 teams you could possibly go to. And I think Cleveland was at Detroit and vice versa last season. I think it was Cleveland at Detroit. One of our former managers on radio actually had to take a key time out that he family member. And we were on there after the game to go and see.
Very good.
And if you look at this game, KC Oakland's even here, you go, put that in the